And that's a great transition to what I want to ask about next, because it's good you're talking about inventors saving money and doing a prototype informally, because one of their biggest obstacles for inventors is finding the funding. Like at the beginning, a lot of them are putting in the time, they're getting the knowledge, they're doing their research, but it's hard if they can't get past the funding obstacle. So tell me a little bit about your experience in helping with that, and how can inventors obtain funding? What types of funding?
It's not as much about finding the funding, it's about understanding funding options. I'll get inventors that, they want to go out the door and say, oh, I'm going to do, a Kickstarter campaign. It's like, nope, probably not. Those are nasty animals. And well, inventors have been successful. I've seen inventors who've raised $500,000 and been bankrupt in a week because they didn't understand the financial consequences of a successful campaign. And that can, that's devastating when you go into it. There's a lot of those campaigns that are successful, but it's the third or fourth one that they've done, and they've learned the hard lessons and canceled the raise before it finalized and regrouped and started over. So the crowdfunding campaigns are really tough. You've got to be patent pending before you can do that. You've got to have the sexy prototype before you can do that. Well, for goodness sakes, before you spend all that money and time and heartache on all of that stuff, go to a professional trade show. Professional trade show, you need a proof of concept prototype and patent pending status. You can do that with a provisional and then maybe rapid prototype and go and see what kind of feedback you get from professionals, not from one of the inventor shows. That is a feeding frenzy, and the inventor is the main course. All right, they need to be going to the show that is in their industry. I've been to the National Asphalt Show. That was a ton of fun. Very small show. But the gentleman who was going, the inventor who was going, had a brilliant machine, and they wanted to buy it right off the floor. So you pick your show that is for your industry. Now, we go to the National Hardware Show. That covers the most industries, and it says hardware, but that's kind of a misnomer. It's anything and everything that you would think of that would be in your Home Depot, Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, those big box stores, the big Ace chains, True Value, people are there. People come shopping for products they want to license in our space. So if you've got any listeners out there and they want to go to the show in January, they should give me a call. We are putting the team together now. It costs a lot less to go with us, and you have staff who's got your back and other inventors. It's a great team experience. So when you're thinking about, those early phases of money, one of the things that irritates me the most is when an inventor gets the advice to, well, do a business plan. No, you don't have a business yet. Get a search done first. Know whether or not you've got something to work with. There will come a time for a business plan if you go into startup mode. But if you want to do licensing, you may not ever need that big business plan, because you are an LLC most likely, and you're just getting royalty checks.